Hey everybody, how's it going? We are with Spencer right over there. He's doing an inspection inside skirts of Nagoya to inspect this lovely looking Nissan Skyline GTR 34 Wayside Blue VSPEC edition, Victory specification, everybody. It's an accident-free, quite low mileage GTR 34, seems to be. So the story of this inspection is about Jay. Hey Jay, if you're watching, you're here. Jay is from New Zealand, and he with his wife even living in Tokyo, and he stopped by our shop the other day, and they are looking for actual investment grade, really nice GTR 34. Jay himself is a great enthusiast of GTRs. He's been driving a GTR 32, very beautiful one, and he wants to upgrade his car to, of course, Wayside Blue GTR 34, the legend itself. We'll be taking a closer look at the car today, and we will see whether it's the car that we will recommend to Jay to purchase or not. And if in case it works out, we'll be delivering the car to him to Tokyo. So everybody, stay tuned. Let's check out the car and let's see what Jay thinks. And at the end, if all works out, we'll be having the car delivered to Tokyo to Jay, and we will see you'll hear some comments from him about all the process as well. So stay tuned, everybody. So here is the car itself, and this is actually a dealership that specializes in mostly classic cars, just like this, or Hakosukas that you can see. This is a nice cam mirror right here, and this one is a special Hakosuka right there. Probably all of them are that one looks like a GTR actually, GTR Hakosuka, and that one probably is GTX GTR replica Hakosuka. But this is a special shop here in Nagoya, and they are quite well known for classic cars. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Right, here's Spencer already doing the inspection for us, and we'll be hearing from him as well what he thinks of the car's condition so far. But in general, a little bit about the GTR 34s, everybody. Prices of R34 GTRs are on the march as they are becoming quite rare to find. Yeah, this particular GTR itself is accident free. It's a 999 VSPEC edition, and it's got only 47,000 kilometers, so which makes it a pretty cool and clean car. And we'll have to, of course, check out the car ins and outs before we can say it with confidence how clean the car is. Here, you guys can see that cover bar. Here's the chassis number for the ones that you want to see. But as you guys can see, that the car is a little bit dusty right here, but that's not a problem. And dust is not a problem. It's cleanable. Here you can see what we want to focus while we are looking at the engine compartment, just like we've been doing in all the other videos, guys, is of course this part of the car, this part right here, whether it has any rust or not. And it seems like it doesn't have much rust. And the engine power plates right there, a little bit of the rust on the bolts. I mean, there's some rust right there, but it's nothing of the heavy or anything like that, it seems. But of course, car definitely needs some proper cleaning to make it look the car, I mean, it deserves to be. Old legend Godzilla GTR 34. Of course, car comes with a number of upgrades, as you guys can see that. Of course, it's got the side skirts, Nismo side skirts got, so as the front skirts as well. The rear skirts right over there. Need a bunch of Nismo upgrades on the car, as you guys can see. So as the aftermarket wheels and aftermarket muffler on the car as well. But anyways, so far so good. Spencer, you've been looking at the car's engine compartment and what, underbody as well so far. What do you think so far?
It's not bad.
It's not bad?
It's definitely been outside for a little while.
Okay. All right, awesome. Sorry, I'm just putting the flashlight on your eye. But let's continue looking at it. So I'm gonna stop the video for a while so that I can actually take a look closer myself as well. So inspection goes on, and we've been taking a closer look inside the car, but here from our flashlights as well, we will try to see the underbody of the car. There is some rust, if you guys can see that, but it's not that heavy, but there's a little bit of surface rust that we can notice. The jack-up points here, fine, here we go. For those one of you who are watching this video, I apologize if it's a little bit dark, but I mean, it got kind of dark by the time we got here. But anyways, the car has been kept outdoor for some time, as you guys can see that. It seems like this car has been their show car. And as I passed through this door quite a number of times before, I have always seen this car standing here available for sale, and it's actually their show car as well. And the owner here, I was just talking to him a little bit earlier, he said he's not in a hurry to sell this particular car because it's kind of their show car as well in front of a shop. And of course, tell me guys, I mean, if you're passing by here and if you see a GTR 34 VSPEC Blue right here, a bunch of Hakusuka out there, definitely a shop like this will catch your eye, and that's the point of the owner he was trying to raise as well. But little further stuff, okay, you guys can see that right here with some rust, but I mean just the surface rust, nothing of a big major concern of course. But from interior as well, the seats here, I mean I'll be looking a little bit later as well the other side, but you know, the genuine seats, it's got a cover right there which is good. Shift knob kind of a little bit dirty right there, kind of a little bit worn out or dirty-ish, but I mean it's fixable, not a big problem. MFD seems like functioning fine. It's got aftermarket wheels, and Spencer just earlier mentioning that, I mean, most of the time the steering wheel is replaced because maybe it's been, you know, through repair or accident or something like that. But it's not the point. It's just basically the previous owner has replaced the steering wheel for the Momo steering wheel, as you guys can see over there. But yeah, let's continue looking at the car and try to find some of the faults that you might actually be able to find on the car, so that you can report to Jay as well on that. Spencer, do you need the flashlight?
If you need it right now, I'm good.
You can go ahead. Probably we'll find a better use on it. So inspection goes on, guys. So while we are inside of course the car, really want to focus for this particular car as well. And everybody keep in mind that this car has got only 47,000 kilometers, and this is a genuine cluster as well, factory stock. You want to focus on this parts as well. I mean, most of the time we see GTR 34s, higher the mileage, this part of the car is smashed, or you know, but this car looks, you know, in a fairly good condition for its mileage as well. So it's got a cover here, a carpet right here, looks pretty clean, which is good. Of course, handle, I would personally prefer the handle to be the stock handle, but of course this handle is Momo handle, a lot cheaper by the way compared to stock handle. Stock handle itself, everybody, is a clean one, is about $1,500 US or 160,000 Japanese yen. And Momo one is a lot cheaper, maybe like 30,000 Japanese yen or so, which is equal to $300 at the moment. Anyways, this part is good, it's all stock, looks good, but you know, condition of shift knob is not that good, needs to be cleaned or replaced. And of course MFD, it's got a lifespan of 10 years, but of course this car is almost 20 years right now, 20 years old, and maybe there's a good possibility that MFD has been replaced with the other one. But I can see some crack or dirt right here, which I'll be taking a closer look and reporting to Jay accordingly. Let's try to see and turn on the aircon on the car and see if it works. Will start working. Not much gasoline inside the car, which is not a good, but that's what it is. Yeah, it's blowing pretty cool air, which means the aircon is good to go, I guess. So you can turn it off. I mean, almost steering wheel's condition is also really good, but again, I would prefer the stock one. And you guys tell me, what would you prefer, stock one or the aftermarket Momo like this one? But let's ask him. どっちのストックの方が純正の方が好きですか？モモの方が好きですかね？僕がですか？はい。僕はまあモモでもいいですけど、一応どっちもいいですか？ノーマルで乗りたい人だったら純正の方がいいかもしれないですけど。そうですよね。He's saying probably people who prefer to drive it on a stock wheel should stick to it, but you know, there are people who prefer Momo's stock the steering wheels, and that's the reason why probably the previous owner did it as well. But everybody taking at the closer look at the board, as you guys can see that the price of the car is listed as 9,990,000 Japanese yen. So it's like almost 10 million yen, but it's like, you know, $1,000. I mean, no, yeah, $100 less than 10 million basically. But anyways, this price is equal to about 94,000 US dollars or so. But actually, the price we've been discussing for this particular car is cheaper than this price, so which is good, and you'll be talking to Jay about it as well. So as you guys can see, that there's a bunch of upgrades on the car. So rainbow clippers, Nismo cool aero it's got, you know, and a bunch of other parts that's got all good things about the car. And yeah, so VSPEC grade as well. And our inspection continues. As you guys can see, that Spencer has been taking a closer look and trying to focus on different parts of the car that he will be reporting to Jay. But anyways, everyone, let me stop the video here. I'll be taking a closer look at it, and we'll be discussing with Spencer and with you guys as well what we think of the car's condition so far. For everybody, so far so good. We have taken a closer look at it, me and Spencer as well. And right now, let's hear what Spencer thinks of car's condition so far. So Spencer, what do you say? Tell us.
It's not bad, but it does have a little bit of rust. I mean, it's been out here for what, a year or two now, probably. So you can see a little bit of rust here. Nothing like really on the frame right here, but you know, the grill. And then there's a little bit of underbody rust too.
Underbody rust? Shall we try and show everybody else, or?
It might be kind of hard. People always ask for that though, so if you want to show them, you can show them.
Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna skip it for now. Yeah, that was pretty much it, I guess, with Spencer right now was talking. But here's everybody here, this is where the battery located for GTR 34, but we didn't open up the spare tire compartment. But as a last part, everybody, let me show you guys what's the underbody condition of the car. Of course, the VSPEC edition GTR 34 has got this diffuser right here. It's quite expensive as a part, everybody, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like from the back side here, which is a little bit difficult to show you guys, but here what you guys can see inside. But anyways, so this was so far so good. Spencer, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. We'll be talking inside the car a little bit further as well, and you guys get to see that part of the video as well. But for now, I gotta go inside over there and talk to the owners of this particular GTR 34 and discuss some business. Hey everybody, this is the inside of the shop, how it looks like, and we will be sitting right here actually and talking some business with the owner of the shop. And Spencer, in the meanwhile, will be taking a closer look at the other cars, and he'll be making a special movie about the other cars that we have got. So, but for now, let's discuss business. All right, boys, we are just back to the shop from the inspection, and now, actually, since the dealer is not around us, we can talk a little bit openly.
Comes out.
Yeah, about the car. But anyways, we've been just talking to Jay and discussing the car and trying to justify whether it's worth it for the price the car is being offered for, right? Spencer, right now, I guess you can talk a little bit more openly for our followers. What you say?
Yeah, that's kind of the main thing. Like, it's overall condition, you know, it's not a terrible car. It's not bad, but for the price that they're asking, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. It had some underbody rust. You could see a little bit of rust starting to form in the strut towers. It wasn't poking through to the top yet, but I could see some from the bottom. So that's usually when you want to kind of start staying away from them.
Yeah. Well, that's a very good point. And again, the car has been there on top of a hill as a show car, and it's been there for a very long time. And I was just talking to Jay as well, and we were mentioning that how we keep our GTR 34s at our shop. Not only we put them inside of the shop, but we also cover them up.
Little bubble.
That's how much we try to take care of their maintenance.
And that's how they should be kept.
But yeah, the car was kept outside for obviously quite some time. It was quite dusty over there as well. Of course, whether it rains or snows or sun is up there, it's not a really great place to keep the car in. And I think one of the tires were missing air in it, right? Yeah. But anyways, that being said, we just discussed with Jay, and for now, what is he thinking about, Spencer?
We're gonna take a look at one tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the auction bright and early.
So there's one other car coming out at the auction, and in all fairness, it's grade 4.5 at 45,000 kilometers genuine mileage. One owner, since it was brand new. Here, let's take a look at that one. So this is the car that is coming up at the auction tomorrow, and since Spencer, since we couldn't justify the other car for the price, although its car is good, of course coming with issues, right. We are with Jay, of course, we decided to closer look at the one that is coming up at the auction. Okay, this is the car that's coming up at the auction. As you guys can see, that's year 1999. It's grade 4.5. That means that repair free, and this is a very high grade, by the way.
You almost never see that.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see a weight like that. 45,000 genuine mileage. Okay, one owner since brand new, and it's got all the genuine parts. Okay, in all fairness, at the auction sheet as well, it says shitamawari ichibi sabi right here. Okay, that means a small part underbody of a car has got some rust. That means very minor rust. Okay, and Spencer tomorrow, he will be actually taking a closer look at that place of the car as well, right?
Some good pictures and videos, and we'll kind of include it and compare it to what we were looking at earlier today.
So that means the continuation of this particular video is going to be tomorrow, and Spencer will be in charge of that video
with me.
at the auction. So everybody, stay tuned. For now, we're gonna skip the Bayside Blue with the confirmation of Jason, and our focus is going to be on the next one, on the Hunt. Black 9989 Nissan GTR 34 VSPEC to the auction. So thank you for taking your time for this video.
Thank you guys.
And see you guys in the next video coming
Peace.
up right after this one. Cheers.